Anne from Game Like a Mother. Today I'm going to share a rules overview and review of Monza. It's ages 5 and up, 2 to 6 players, and it takes 10 to 15 minutes. Let me show you how to play. The goal of the game is to be the first to get your car around to the finish line. For game setup, there are arrows that correspond to each of the colors of the car, and you put the cars that you're playing with on the arrows that correspond with their color. We'll say that we're playing a 4-player game and take these 2 cars out. Then the youngest player gets to go first, and then play proceeds clockwise from them. So we'll go ahead and we'll say purple is the youngest player. All you do on your turn is you take the dice, you roll them, and then you get to use the dice to move along on the race. At the beginning, you can, it doesn't matter that these cards are right in front of white and these cards are right in front of blue. You can choose to, from here, you could go play a white or a blue die to begin moving. But here, they only rolled white, so that's what purple is going to move. And you get to move forward 1 spot of the corresponding color per die. So then they have a purple they're going to use. Then they can also here choose to, they have a couple choices. They have a green or a red they can use. You can switch lanes as long as it is in front of you that you're moving. You can never move back. If they had a yellow, they couldn't use that to move back over here. You're always moving forward. So we'll go ahead and show. So they'll play their green and go up here. And then they can continue to go forward with the white and then move with the red. And then this red can't be used. That's okay. That was pretty great that they were able to use 5 of the dice. And then it is the next player's turn. Now it's the second player's turn moving clockwise. We'll say that that's green. I've already rolled the dice for green. And again, even though there's a white or a blue right here, he can go to either spot from the beginning. So he's going to choose to go over to blue, then red, green, white, and then if you end your turn on the same spot as another player, they move back to the next free square in the same lane. If instead he had a green at the end and had been able to, he would have passed through. He would have gone to red and then green, and this car would have stayed in the same spot. And how we read the rules is if this were to happen up here and he were coming along and, here, we'll have him be right here, and he ended his turn right here, the next free spot in the same lane, you can't go into a tire square. That is not allowed. So you would have to go back here instead if that were to happen around one of these barriers. You can never enter these barriers. There isn't a gray die color to roll, so it isn't possible even. So if that happens over here, it would be like that. But here, they're ending like this for this round, and we will continue. Here's what the end of a game might look like. We'll say that purple and green have already taken their turn. It is now yellow's turn. This is what they rolled. And so they're going to move purple, yellow, green, and white and have gotten to the finish with 2 dice left over. And what's important here is purple and green don't get another turn to go because they started first. Everybody ends up with the same number of rolls in this game. It is red's turn to go, and we're going to roll the dice, and if they're able to make it to the finish, they would have won because it would have taken fewer dice. But they got here and they didn't get a green or a red. If this had been a green, then they could have gone here and gone here, and they would have ended with 3 dice left over as opposed to yellow that ended with 2 dice left over. So it's not a disadvantage to be the last one to go. You still get the same number of dice rolls as anybody else. And in this game, if this had been the dice roll at the end for red, they would have been the winner. If only one person makes it to the finish line at the end of the round, they're the winner. If multiple people make it at the same time, whoever did it with the fewest dice is the winner. So that's how to play Monza. The target demographic for this game is kids, specifically kids who love cars will really enjoy this game. But none of my kids are particularly into cars, and they all really like this game. So it has a pretty wide appeal. I think in part because of the rule complexity, which is very easy. It is very easy to get up and running on this game. It's pretty quick to realize, oh, I rolled the dice and I move to the colors for the colors on the dice. I love that it is so intuitive, and that makes it really easy to get it to the table and play, which is fabulous. How competitive is this game? Medium. It is a medium competitive game. Sometimes you're pushing other cars back if you land on the same spot as them. Sometimes people are stuck in a spot because they just aren't getting the dice rolls that they need. So you can get a little frustrated with some of that stuff sometimes, but because it is so quick and easy, it doesn't seem like it's too upsetting. That helps a lot. It has a high replay value because even if you have a tough game and you just didn't get the dice rolls that you need, it's so easy to just say, oh, this time I'll try again and it'll be better. And oftentimes it is. So I love a game that even if it is kind of competitive, it's so quick that you can just, okay, let's just try again. We'll play 3 rounds and see how we do. So if you even win or you get close once or twice, that seems to help quite a bit. Similar games, if you are looking for games for this age level, hands down, I would say Dragomino. It is a very different game, but it is also for ages 5 and up. And you have, instead of dominoes, you have terrain on your dominoes, and you are placing them down, and they need to match the different types of terrain. And so if you have 2 lava terrain that match, then you get to get a corresponding dragon egg that matches that, and place it on where it matches, and then you flip it over and see if it's empty or if you have a baby dragon on the inside. And so it's just another one that's just really quick, easy to learn, but so fun to play. And then I also would recommend Catan Junior. That is ages 6 and up, but it's kind of similar in you're trying to maximize how you allocate your resources, which in Monza you're kind of trying to maximize how you move your car in order to use your dice roll to get you as far as possible. So it sort of has some of the same feel, and it's just a fabulous game and leads to other excellent games down the line. But we really love Monza, and we hope you check it out. So thanks, and see you next time from Game Like a Mother.